Today, the Mercury Marine destination takes us to the Land O'Lakes area of Eastern Ontario. Charlie joins back up with good friend Chris McMillan. Chris wanted to see Charlie's new Princecraft boat, so why not also spend a fun day on the water? Bass are the target today, and structure plays a very important role. And pinpointing the best structure is key for concentrating the fish. Never assume on the best presentation. Always let the fish decide. Be flexible. Sometimes even the largest fish want the smallest presentation. Find the structure and find the bass. This week on Fishful Thinking. Fishful Thinking is brought to you by Mercury Marine. Princecraft boats dominate the waters. Minn Kota Altera trolling motors. And Ram trucks built to serve. Water conditions are brought to you by Humminbird Fish Finders. Get the big picture. Even small waters can blow up fast, but you can be more comfortable. Smooth out your ride with Smooth Move's shock-absorbing seat suspensions.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Charlie, how are you?
Good.
So this is it, eh?
This is the boat I was telling you about.
Wow.
Huge rod locker. Beautiful back bench seating. But I know this is what really caught your attention when I was telling you about it. Beautiful back bench seating. Ba-boom.
Oh, look at that.
Huge casting deck. And when I want the extra room, I pull down the little strap and the whole thing comes out.
Yeah, that's nice.
Beautiful boat.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, a couple weeks ago we fished on my Pro Series up here. Had a great time.
Yep.
I thought we had room.
We did have room.
We don't have.
But you wanted to see my boat.
You know, I drive a compact boat, mid-size compact. You drive a full-size luxury. Like, this is just absolutely beautiful, Charlie.
20 foot. This is a 200 Princecraft Expedition, and it's just a beautiful all-around multi-species fishing boat. So let's go fishing.
Let's go.
Well, Chris, we're just going to cover some water, see where they're sitting, try some tubes, wacky rigs, drop shots, poppers, and let the fish decide.
Yep. Yeah, and that's all you can do. Doesn't matter what body of water you're on. Let them tell you what they want.
Yeah, it's not coming up like a bass, Chris.
Might be piking through here, Charlie.
That's okay. But I will have to make sure I retie if I get pike slime on the line. Oh, there, we're here to catch fish.
It could very well be a very big bass too in through here. Nah, it's running like a pike though, eh?
Yeah, it is. A bass.
Really?
Yeah.
Largemouth?
Nope, smallie.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice one too.
Thank you, sir. Well, there's our first sign of a fish. And
nice.
Real nice fish.
Yeah.
And back to the wacky worm, but doing something a little different, fishing a little deeper. And instead of using just a, oops. Here, I'll show you in a second. Nice little fish.
Yep. Chunky.
Back you go. Instead of using nail weights or just a straight hook, I'm using a weighted hook. It's a wacky head. And you still have that wacky worm drop where it just jiggles going down like that. But it allows you to fish a little deeper, a little quicker. The fish are aggressive, drops a little faster, and I see the wind's picking up, so it allows me to fish where I want to before any boat control issues. But like we said, Chris, that's the start. We got a
Yep.
bunch of stuff rigged up here. Let's see what the fish prefer.
No, a nice bass, Charlie.
Yeah, thank you. I don't think he's that big, Chris, but they're kind of starting to show a preference, I think.
It does look. Oh, that's
you're
a
not
lot
bad.
better than you think it is, Charlie.
It is a lot better. Maybe I will put him in the net.
All right.
Let me spot lock. Now you're going to see what the spot lock is like, too. It's like having the third person in here.
Yeah.
It's just going to hold us right there. That just ran the boat, just kept coming at me.
Back towards.
Good catch.
There we go.
Good catch. Thank you, sir.
Used to play baseball as a kid, eh?
Well, then you still could.
That's a fat fish.
There's a real nice one. So much fun. These fish are cold. They are definitely staying down in a different temperature zone than what we have up here. And wow.
Well, I you know, a couple weeks ago to now, 10 degrees difference, but they're still deeper.
Look at how those hooks, they're not light wire hooks. They're a thick, nice, heavy hook. So when they get into a good fish, they're not going to bend out on you. Whoops. There we go.
Nice fat fish,
Isn't that
Charlie.
a dandy? Awesome. Back you go. And we're just going to sit here for a second on spot lock because it's like having an anchor, and we'll cast back at that, see if he had a few buddies in there with him. And it's hands-free boat control.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Mercury. Power and dependability you can count on.
I'm going to show you 4 knots that'll probably get you through 90% of your situations. The first one that's very important is a polymer knot. Polymer knot is probably one of the strongest knots you can use with braid. It's also the one you want to use with a drop shot hook to make the hook stand out. But it's so simple, you think, how can it be so strong? All you do is, depending on the diameter of the hook, double your line. If it's a small little eyelet on the hook, you can go through and come back. But I'm using a shark hook, so I should be good. Double your line. All you do is make an overhand loop. And with the loop of the double line, you just drop your hook back through there. That snugs up beautifully tight. And you end up with a knot that is so small and tight, you couldn't believe it's as strong as it is, but it is one of the best knots for braid possible. The other is a clinch. And the old saying is, when you're in a pinch, quickly use a clinch. It's a quick knot, it's a good knot, but I like taking it one step higher than that and doing a double clinch. So line in, you make a loop, back through, and then make sure you don't overlap that loop, keep your line under it. Then you just simply go 4, 5, 6 wraps, depending on the diameter of your line. Back through both loops, wet the knot, pull tight, and you're going to end up with a real nice little quick knot that finishes beautifully, and just trim the tag. The other, and absolutely one of my favorites, is a uni knot. And the reason I love the uni knot is you're actually doing the knot on the line itself. So if you're using something that flexes, and a perfect example is tying to a split ring, you tie to a split ring and a clinch, the tag end will slip right out because there's flex in that split ring. But the uni knot, since the knot is actually on the line itself, beautiful knot. So through the eyelet, pull out some line. Now what you're going to do is make the loop around the line itself, and then the loops and wraps through that loop. You pull it tight, and you can see the knot now is on the line, and then it just slides straight down and snugs up. So even if there's flexing, there's nothing to give. Beautiful, easy knot to tie, and it's one of my favorite. And as you can see on the split ring, something that flexes like that, it's always going to hold true. And the last, but certainly not the least, is the double uni knot. So same knot that I just showed you. You take 2 lines, and this will be in braid, and this will be your fluorocarbon, and it's beautiful for tying your leaders to your braid, or any leader to leader or line to line. It doesn't matter, you can mix and match anything, but my favorite is braid and my fluorocarbon leader. So overlap your lines, make that same loop, wrap it 5 or 6 times depending on the diameter of your line. You see, now you got the 1 knot on that line. You turn it around. I like doing it this way because I'm right-handed. Make a loop, do the same thing, loop, wrap in that loop, pull tight, and the 2 of them snug up beautifully together like that in an extremely strong knot that joins your lines together. If you're worried about the strength of really light line doing this, you can actually double the line and do the uni knots that way, and you're doubling the strength. But it's an excellent line, excellent knot for joining lines together. And as you can see with my braid to fluorocarbon, it's just a sweetheart of a little tight knot.
Conditions today are brought to you by Revo Sunglasses, technology that performs.
Look at this, the spot lock is just catching us fish.
Yeah, but he's underneath. I just don't want to get into the motor.
No, don't get in the motor. Just remember, when that spot lock is on, it's turning. I'm going to get on the other side of you.
Yeah. Boy, they are staying down and pulling hard, Charlie.
They are. They don't want to come up. They'll jump once you get them up, but there you are. And a gob of weeds with you.
Yeah.
And a largemouth.
A largemouth to boot.
Well, that's different. And he brought the salad with him.
Yeah, open up. Come on.
Nice little fish.
Yeah.
Nothing little about that.
No.
But you found them in the weeds, that's for darn sure. You are a tube guy.
Love my tubes, Charlie.
I switch away a little quicker than you. Need pliers?
No.
Nice one.
Not as chunky as your smallie, but...
Different flavor though.
Yeah.
It's a largemouth. Well, I tried a few other things. I went back to this weighted wacky worm. Let me spot lock this.
That's a good fish.
I really haven't had a great look at him yet, but I do like this hook. It's a strong wire, very sharp, and it usually finds some flesh. I'm just not going to overpressure them.
I'm going to I'm gonna come on the other side of you, Charlie.
I think we are going to go on the other side here. No, it's coming back. It's over
Yeah.
here. You just got to trust the hooks are in and let the fish fight. And here he is.
There we
Beauty.
go. All right.
Look at that.
Boy, did he took all of that thing.
Here, I'll take it off the spot lock and let myself spin a bit.
Boy, they're getting fat. Oh,
There we go. Look at that. That's a gorgeous one, Chris.
yep.
Look how fat that is. You know, the surface temperature is 68, but they are not in 68-degree water.
No,
They are not. That is, that's a cold fish.
but they've been like that all year. Deep.
Take my worm back out.
One thing that a lot of
Beautiful
people,
fish.
don't bring with them, Charlie, is a good set of pliers.
Yeah. And back you go. Oh, I bet you that's the one we just marked.
Yeah, I
Watch.
think so.
Watch the motor there, Chris.
Is he ever staying down?
Let me spin.
I don't know what this is.
Get you out of the
I got to go back here. Spin it, Charlie.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
There he is. Big fish.
Good bass?
Oh, big fish.
Beauty, 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 beauty.
Big fish. Keep spinning, Charlie. Big bass. Uh-oh. Okay,
There you go.
back towards you.
There it is. Finally dragged one up on the tube.
Coming up. Nice.
There we go.
Nice.
Nice is right. I'll grab your fishy for you.
Yeah,
Look at that.
I'll take the net.
Nice. Set the hook tube. And I won't say anything, but that's my rod. After you broke off your other tube,
Yeah, but whose tube?
set the hook. Oh, that's the little tube.
Aha.
You went to the small one.
I did. There you go.
Thank you. Yeah. Look at that.
Nice.
Beauty, beauty. Get that in the well real quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or you just want to put that back?
Let's put it back.
Yeah, good. Good, good,
Too
good.
much blood. You'll be
Straight
good in
down.
the water.
Yeah, it was just in the tongue. Let's
Yep.
not. Good one. Persistence pays off. You dragging the tube, you went to a smaller set the hook tube.
Yeah.
Nice. And that was what? 10 seconds prior to there's the fish going right down on the screen there. 10 seconds prior to that, we're like, there's a good fish on the screen in 20 feet of
Yeah.
water. Oh, nice one.
Finally.
That makes it worthwhile.
It does, doesn't it?
I gotta love the tubes.
Well, ever since this morning, Charlie, I've stayed with that small 2.5.
It's been getting the bigger fish. I've been getting lots of little ones, but you've been
Coming
getting the
up,
bigger
careful.
fish.
That 2.5 set the hook.
It's been doing it. They want something a little smaller. The bigger fish.
Hold on. Coming to you.
It's in. Very, very nice fish. Look at that, my friend.
Look at his tail.
Look at that.
He's
Nice.
been
Someone's had a
chomped on.
chomp of them.
Yeah, I'm hung up there. There we go.
There you go. You're maybe gonna need the pliers on that one. The length of that fish. That's a good one.
And
You get it? Pliers.
only because I
down.
just dropped the hook back in. I got it.
Oh, you got it?
It was
Beautiful.
so lightly in there.
Nice fish.
Look at that. But look at that tail.
Fishful Thinking is brought to you by Mercury Marine. Princecraft boats dominate the waters. Humminbird Helix fish finders with side imaging. and Ram trucks, built to serve. Tackle today 20-pound test Seagar Smackdown performance braided lines. Daiwa LT light and tough ballistic spinning reels. Set the hook 5-inch spike worms, now with bait fuel. Daiwa Tatula rods with X45 bias graphite construction. 15-pound test Seagar 100% fluorocarbon leader material. 4-inch and 2.5-inch tubes by Set the Hook Bait Company. Humminbird Helix 10 fish finder with Mega Side Imaging Plus. Minn Kota Altera trolling motor with Spot Lock feature. 100% protection from UV, A, B, and C with Revo sunglasses. Casting or trolling and designed for multi-species, the Princecraft Expedition 200. With the optional fold-down removable bench seating. And the Mercury 225 horsepower 4-stroke motor.
That's a good pike, buddy.
Now, you're in paradise. You know the fish are here. Don't keep throwing the same thing. Now I think I've got you. Look at this bonus. Like I said, I'm normally fishing for lake trout doing this, but when there's salmon in the area, it works.